How's it going, everyone? ND Sean 45 here. Well, it's that time of year again. It's time for Notre Dame football, the 2011 edition. Just 2 days to go. 2 short days. I can't wait. And I don't know about the rest of you Irish fans out there who happen to be catching this video, but I'm excited, I'm pumped up, and I know our boys up in South Bend are the same way right now. The pieces are put in place on this team. The talent is there, and I think we're going to have a real successful season this year. I would anticipate it. Now, of course, as we all know, we have a lot of momentum coming into this season from last year. We ended last year on a 4-game win streak. One of those wins including a victory over Miami in the Hyundai Sun Bowl. And I expect that momentum to definitely carry over into this year. And come Saturday, I think the Irish are going to pick up right where they left off. So I really do think that this team, this season is going to be the one that gets us back on the right path, back to the top of college football where we should be. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Our first opponent of the year, the South Florida Bulls. Now, of course, the South Florida Bulls, as we all know, are from the Big East Conference. Highly favorites to win the conference this year. And the Bulls are under the tutelage of Skip Holtz, who, of course, as we all know, is the son of Notre Dame great Lou Holtz. So, should be a fun day on Saturday in South Bend. But anyway, breaking down the Bulls on offense, their big key weapon is, of course, quarterback B.J. Daniels. This kid is very talented, very athletic. He can run, he can throw, and he's fast. So he's going to be a handful for us. Other weapons include running backs Murray and Scott. And just to let you guys know, I do not get a chance to watch a lot of South Florida games, highlights mostly. But I just go by names and stats pretty much and take it from there. So if this isn't the full analyzation that you guys expected, I apologize. But I never claimed, nor will I ever claim to be a professional analyst. So just bear with me. And also, a couple other weapons on offense for the Bulls are wide receivers Griffin and Love. Now I know that these 2 receivers have been are coming off injuries, so we'll see if that plays any effect in the game on Saturday. Now defensively, I know the Bulls are a pretty solid group. They did very well last year in shutting teams down, and but they do give up a lot of points. So, but anyway, breaking them down, definitely their strongest section would be their linebacker core. 2 studs, Lattimore and Barrington. I don't really know too much about the defensive line or the defensive backfield, but you know, judging by the numbers, they're a pretty solid core altogether. So they're going to be a little bit of a challenge for us, I think, but we'll just wait and see on that. Now, back to B.J. Daniels. Now, I've been hearing a lot in the news lately that people saying, okay, well, if B.J. Daniels has a great game, then that means the South Florida Bulls are going to beat the Irish. No, it's not, okay? Let me tell you something. This is just football 101. A quarterback is nothing without a supporting cast, okay? It's not a guarantee that just because B.J. Daniels has a good game doesn't mean they're going to win this game. So, just everyone needs to get that thought out of their head right now. Not taking anything away from him. He is a great quarterback, and I'm not doubting that. But I'm just saying it takes more than just him to get to win a game. But anyway, more on B.J. Daniels. In his time at South Florida, he's had some impressive wins as a starter. Led the Bulls to a victory over Florida State the year before last, I believe it was. They beat Miami last year, beat Clemson in the bowl game, and so they have some talent on their team as well, and they're definitely not to be taken lightly. But here's the key to victory for the Irish. The key is going to be to stop B.J. Daniels, contain him, put pressure on him, and force him to make mistakes. Because I see from his stats that he's a very interception-prone quarterback. So, and with the way our defense is, a very veteran group led by Manti Te'o, other guys like Harrison Smith, Cameron Lewis Moore, Ethan Johnson, Gary Gray. We're gonna be a handful for their offense, I think. So that's the key to winning this game, is getting to B.J. Daniels, force him to make mistakes, and get some turnovers. Now, for our offense, I'm not really too concerned about our offense because, like I said at the start of this video, we got the pieces in place. Dane Chris was just recently named the starter, and I'm not too concerned about that because, quite frankly, either him or Tommy Reese could have been great options. And it's great knowing that we have two quarterbacks ready to go if needed. So, but Dane, I know people, we all know about his injuries that he's had the past 2 years, and people are calling him injury prone. Well, I guess I would have to somewhat agree with that. But let's just see if he can get the protection and be smart in how he plays the game. Really, the only thing that's going to hurt us is if Dane is inconsistent that day. If he's still doing what he did last year. I mean, last year he had a lot of overthrows and a lot of short hops. Can't have that, Dane. We got to have accurate passes here. I know running back. The only thing that does concern me is our depth at running back. Because we got Sierra Wood starting for us, Jonas Gray backing him up, and then it sounds like that they're going to try to fit freshman Cam McDaniel in there. And to tell you the truth, I've actually been pretty impressed with Cam McDaniel from seeing his high school highlights. Definitely the most balanced running back that I've seen in my time of watching football. But anyway, I'm kind of concerned, but at the same time not, because I'm pretty confident that we'll take care of business there. But honestly, I really think our receiving core is going to be too much for their defense. In addition to Michael Floyd coming back, we have Theo Riddick, T.J. Jones, John Goodman, tight end Tyler Eifert, and then Robbie Toma, who I'm actually expecting to have a breakout year this year. So we're just going to be too much for them. So my final prediction for this game is simply this: we just have more talent than they do, and I think our offense is going to be too much for their defense, and vice versa, our defense for their offense. So my final prediction for this game is Notre Dame takes this game by 2 touchdowns. And if you guys want an exact score prediction, we'll say 35-17. How about that? Because I do see South Florida definitely getting some points on us. They're too good of a team not to. But, another quick note with South Florida, and I'm not bad-mouthing the Bulls, so if any Bulls fans out there happen to be watching this, don't take this the wrong way. I'm just going by what the stats say. But we all know that last year with the Big East, it was a giant cluster. I mean, put it this way. UConn, and I know I'm kind of talking or calling the kettle black here because we've had our problems with the Big East lately. Lost to Syracuse in 08, lost to UConn in 09, Pittsburgh a couple times in there, so on and so forth. But the Big East was a mess last year. UConn won the conference with an 8-5 record. Weren't even ranked in the top 25 when they played Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. And USF specifically, 3 of their 8 wins came against Florida Atlantic, Stony Brook, and Western Kentucky. Now, no disrespect to the small programs, but those aren't exactly what you would call powerhouse programs. Those are games that you should win. Now, say if you would replace these with, say maybe, I don't know, let's say a Big Ten school, a Big 12, and a Pac-10, well, now Pac-12. Those would probably be losses, maybe. Who knows? But if those were those 3 teams were more high-quality opponents, then USF might not even have had a winning season last year. So, but of course, you can't look too much on that. It's a new season. Things change, so we'll just wait and see what happens. But I'm sticking by that prediction, Notre Dame by 2 touchdowns.